to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOPTV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOPTV, Voice of the People Television.
Do you want your voice to be heard? Do you know that you matter in the scheme of things? The People's Voice, the show where ordinary citizens take center stage as we discuss the biggest stories that affect you and I. With you in mind, we facilitate lively discussions, debates, and interviews on the topics that matter most to you and I, from social justice to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance, and more, tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The People's Voice. Make your voice count.
In a world where power shifts with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing. And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Spotlight on VOP TV, the place where stories come alive and voices matter. This is the show where we shine the light on creativity, culture, style, music, and purpose-driven people. And yes, people who are shaping the world around us. And I know that you have not forgotten that I'm your special baby girl, Precious Agumanu, aka Call Me Prezi. And today is a new day to stay inspired, grounded, because we are bringing you an exciting blend of just stories that come alive. And yes, please stay with us while we ride together. So first off today, we are going to talk about a singer that has been an icon, and his name is Ron Kenoly. He has actually passed away at the age of 82. Yeah, and it's, you know, when we talk about some Gen Zs that don't even know, you know, songs about Ron Kenoly, when we talk about Lift Him Up, when we talk about Let Everything That Has Breath. So it's a lot of things. I enjoyed his music while growing up. But if you ask this Gen Z now, waiting they know about this man, they don't know anything. The ones where they mention self, they shock you. But actually, it's really it's a painful thing because definitely we always miss him. But his songs are still, you know, will still be in our hearts, and we'll keep singing them and keep playing them. You know, a lot of people have actually come out, fans have actually come out to say things concerning him. A lot of people have been so inspired and motivated by his songs. So let's hear what our comment section people have actually come out to say. Some people don't even know the song, but then some of his songs actually. So let's see what some people have actually come out to say. And yes, somebody said Ron Kenoly didn't just lead songs, he led hearts into God's presence. His worship shifted atmosphere, carried joy, and taught generations that praise is power. A timeless voice, a lasting legacy. R.I.P. at Ron Kenoly. Actually, that's true. See, his songs are really, really inspired. I remember when I was little, because I'm always this church girl. I always go to church. Yeah. So growing up, songs like that in choir, a lot of people, me especially, I do sing that in choir. And we remember, rehearsing songs from him. So it's actually a lot. Right now, we will miss him, because me personally, I'll miss him because his songs has been inspiring to me. So let's take more comments and see what people have actually come out to say. Yeah. And Harrison said, we grew up singing your songs, and so was every household, actually. And your legacy will live on, rest on, legendary. And Mami Amos said, oh my God, Lift Him Up. That's my favorite song. Actually, I think that's my favorite too. And because we dance with Waiting No Good, come out for that song for school. Rest well, sir. Amen. And your favorite social prefect said, one of my favorite songs from him is the one with the South African Children's Praise from Every Nation. Actually, yes, remember that. And then Rize or Cam said, blessing and honor, glory and power be unto the ancient of days. Okay. And one Mama Franklin said, oh Lord, you made my childhood, sir. Rest well. And the Food Networking said, my heart is just dropped. He made growing up beautiful. And another person said, your kingdom shall reign over all the earth. Sing to the ancient of days. Rest on, legend. Thank you for inspiring us. You will forever be missed. Rest on with the ancient of days. Actually, let's come to think about growing up. See, those days when they grow up, children of nowadays, I don't know whether they get that kind of respect again. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Listening to songs from, our gospel singers as then was something that every parent would want their child to, to grow with. But right now, children now don't even want. If you like, call waiting, you want talk, they go, the one way they their heart, now they want they sing. But come to think of it, when we're growing up, we don't even sing, we don't, mention all those kind of names. I trust our African mothers. We will be so keen about, training your child well. But please come to think of it, it's actually beautiful seeing that we actually sang those songs. We grew up with those songs, and a lot of people actually know, except this Gen Z where we stay now, we know they don't even understand. They don't even know who the person be said, because if we talk about it, they'll be like, who be this kind of person? Actually, that is the truth. So, growing up and listening to some of his songs were really, really inspiring. And I'll tell you something. I won't talk this one about the goofy drag me. See, you listen to this man's song, I never married. God will help you. Because trust me, it was in everybody's lips as a den while growing up. A lot of people knew the song, and me too. I grew up, listening to him, and it was really, really inspiring. And come to think of it, this is where we say that, yes, people will come. Definitely, people will also die. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because this life, nobody comes to live this life forever and ever and ever and ever. No will die. No, definitely they wait for everybody. Now deep down inside the ground. So what matters the most is how you've lived your life, what legacy you've lived, how you inspire people. The lives where you don't touch, that be the most important thing. Because if you live this life, you don't touch anybody's life, nobody will remember you. But we pray that he rests in peace in Jesus' name. Let's take more comments and see what people have actually come out to say concerning Ron Kenoly. And yes, Blozy said, oh, the Lord be magnified. Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let such as love your salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. And another person said, you brought so many to his glorious light and touched lives through praises and worship to the King of Kings. You will always be remembered as your heavenly songs lives in our hearts. Rest on God's general. And another person said, rest well, legend. Omoge Kate said, you made my childhood in Christ memorable. Thank you. And Rakusi said, not dead, but sleeping with the Lord. Actually, we have more comments. A lot of people are quite sad that he has passed away, but a lot of people still remember his songs, and the songs actually inspired them. One thing I've always said is how you've lived your life. If you have impacted people's lives, that is when you'll be remembered. So remember that one day, definitely, waiting just who you've won now, this 6 feet with the ground. But it's better that you live your life, live it well, and live it pleased. All right, and yes, that takes us to our next gist. All right, now we're talking about Boy Spice actually has actually made a comment on social media about submission and protection. So Nigerian singer Boy Spice has stirred conversations online following a viral claim quoting him as saying, "If you don't submit to me, I don't owe you my protection." So the alleged statement, which surfaced on social media, has sparked mixed reactions, with many social media users criticizing it as promoting unhealthy power dynamics, while others urged the public to verify. And you know what I'm trying to say? See, this is a lot. If you don't, okay, this is what he said. He said heels in the context is used metaphorically to highlight. All right, basically, what I'm trying to say is that if you don't submit to me, I don't owe you any protection. He is trying to say that. I feel there's a wrong thing with that thing he said. So there's basically, was he trying to say that if you're not close to him, or if he's not dating you, or he's not dating, okay, this is what he said. He said, somebody posted, actually, Priya posted, she said, "Some men will carry you when you feel hurt. Others will stand there and say, I warned you about those heels. And if he lectures you when you're in pain, he's not your person. The right one lifts first, talks later." And he replied, said, if you can't submit to my leadership or guidance, then I don't owe you my protection. If I am nice enough to still come through for you, then you are in no place to dictate my process. Next time, listen or be with someone you love enough to listen to. Ha. Wow. So are you trying to tell me that, okay, because I don't listen to you, you can't, come through for me when I'm in need or something like that? This is crazy. I feel a lot of, our young people, when they carry this thing, they go too far. See, love is, how will I put this now? Love is not something that you just, feel that, okay, because this person not give me. You see, love is pure. Even when that person self not really wants to submit to you, because you love that person, I'm telling you the truth, it's the fact. Because you love that person, you always want to come through for that person. But I always say this, I said, in as much as you people are together or anything, do you get what I'm trying to say? This love has to be balanced. You don't have to keep it one-sided that, oh, it's only this person that, does these things. There's always this person that cares, always this person that supports and everything. It's normal. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But let it not be like it's one-sided. Always try to show that care. I think this is just two people, trying to bring things together to make it work. Do you get? But a lot of people don't get heartbreak. They don't tear their hearts upside down. Where sometimes they know they fit believe people again. Do you get? But in situations like this, I think it is not how that person wants to. If you've shown that care first, you get what I'm trying to say? Definitely that person will want to also love you too, and submit to you. So don't be shouting all this thing. Though the Bible said, ladies or the wives, submit to your husband. You get what I'm trying to say? In as much as he said that, I don't totally agree like that. You get? So let's take some comments of what people have actually come out to say concerning this. And yes, we have a lot of comments of what people have said concerning the statement Boy Spice said. Let's take some comments and see what people said. And somebody said, Pharaoh submission is end. Okay. In fact, she's not submitting. You should do some analysis and ask yourself if you're even a good leader. That's another thing. And unfortunately, having a scrotum is not one of the qualities of a good leader. Or did you skip social studies? Oh my God. All right. Another person said, but why is respect and submission such triggering words to some ladies? It's not that it's triggering. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Some women want to write that fact that, okay, we are submissive, but they want to just, they know, see, we can't take away the pride and ego some men have. Definitely, it's just written all over them. They like their ego, they like their pride. You get what I'm trying to say? So they don't like to be, used. They want to stand as the man. Now waiting they teach them. You understand? But it's not be by like that. Do you get? It's not like that. Sometimes to prove that yes, you have this pride and to prove that yes, you are the man. Sometimes it's not by gragra. You need to be humble. It's very we're talking about the submissive and caring and everything, but some men can never. They don't even like being humble. That is just the truth. So let's not even start dragging this thing at all, because some men now don't they come out of my comment section, they talk plenty things. Let's take more comments and see what people are saying about this. And yes, and he said, and what are you doing in a relationship with a man too unreasonable and capable, immature, irresponsible to respect or submit to? And because the next argument is not all men deserves that, why are you with a man who doesn't deserve it though? Genuinely curious. And another person said, protection from what? And Oluchi Unusual said, now women where they find men, where go lead them, I blame. Lead you, go where, for what and why? It's well. Let's take more comments and hear what people are saying about this. And Gracie Ben said, I think it's women that actually do the protecting more than the men. Okay, come to think of it, women do the protecting more than the men. Some men know the great stand as the man. I'm telling you, when it comes to protecting, ladies are really strong. If I start saying things now, they'll say, Precious, you are saying this, you're saying this. But it's the truth. You know, some men don't really, stand up to their responsibilities as a man. Yes, ladies are now the ones being the husband and being also the wife at the same time. So if you need that respect, you earn it. If you want us to submit to you, you should earn it. Do you get? All right, let's take more comments. We have a lot of people talking about this. And yes, somebody said, coming from someone who can't even protect his career. Okay. And Omalishan said, Nigerian men definition of submissive is different. Abio, they don't want me you they clean their leg. And Lucy NG said, last, you are not God. Now God, they protect people. Oh, Abio, protection not there your hand. Now, woman be you be, no keep it. And Global Quever said, submission on top wearing heels or not. All these babies. Okay, not be call them babies, but they are big babies. All right. Michael Edwards said, me will first remind you how I have warned you before hurting yourself, then help you up. I know they pamper, we know they hear word. Okay. And Meet Chrissy said, real question is, are you worth submitting to? And Tommy Omola said, men are so obsessed with this submission of a thing. And Adun Adiola said he's actually kind of right and wrong, Sha. Actually, that's what I was saying. And Istra Gelly said, submission isn't forced, it's earned. Thank you. And I said that too. It flows naturally when a woman feels seen, heard, and appreciated. And Nkesi said, protectors protecting women from other protectors will never make sense, Sha. And Simply Beauty Anna said, all those ones we don't submit to you since you don't marry any of them. Actually, let me tell you, you can actually be submissive to someone or a guy and still not end up with the person. See, I've come to notice that some guys really like when ladies are really, violent. I won't put it violent, but ras. They like women that stand to their words or stand to their self. Maybe because they feel that, okay, that if they're not around, that the woman can actually stand in. Some men know they like ladies where they too calm, but they shout, oh, I want my lady to be submissive, to be this, to be that. When they can't see the submissive lady now, they don't do that. I don't even know. Sometimes I ask myself, I say, waiting these men they want. Because they're not there yet, they're just there everywhere. But to come to think of it, when a man wants something, he wants that thing. It doesn't matter how you put it. If it's that thing that he has made up his mind to have, he's gonna have it. Let's take more comments. A lot of people are still talking about this. And yes, favorite Coco said, Omo, I won't be triggered. Let me scroll. And another person said, I'm seeing a lot of these small boys saying stuff like this, which is very reminiscent of the and red pill culture. Stay safe out there, ladies. And Dark Koran said, you sure say no, be you really need protection, boy, Corey. Okay, and Mike Futo said, I am a man, but that woman is right. Protect her and complain later when she's fine, actually. And the Food Networking said, there are good Nigerian men, there are good Nigerian men. There are good Nigerian men. Why they shout they are good Nigerian men? Okay, actually, they are good Nigerian men. And King J. Coco said, this is an intelligent perspective. It takes an open and intelligent mind to understand his position, but it's clear a lot of commenters are losing it. And Mira said, men stress me somehow, and most of them are like this. And Oluchi probably said, protection for what and who? Are we to submit because we want protection? I thought submission is something we are expected to do for a husband that loves us. Actually, yes, we are expected to submit as a wife. And husband, love your wife. Wife, submit to your husband. Yes. And K. Funky said, yes, now they want you to provide, give them princess treatment, buy stuff and all. But the moment you say, don't wear this because I don't like it, then you're controlling. But let's talk about this. You know, a lot of men do this thing a lot of times. They want to be there for, like, they want to, give their wife, tell their wives clothes to wear, their ladies clothes to wear, things not to put on. And I feel a lot of ladies have actually, been in that position whereby they put on clothes, selected or picked out by their husbands. So if you want, my own suggestion is that if you want your wife to, or your lady to dress in some way you want her to dress, why don't you go to the market, get those clothes for her? You don't need to be imposing things. See, there's a way to talk to a lady, humbly, humble. That's why I said humble. To be humble is very, very important, because a lot of men don't just want to be humble. They just want to be living that life of ego and pride. Nobody is disputing the fact that you are the head of the house, but there are some cases you need to calm down. Not be everything you want to put gara everywhere, everybody now. No be so it take be. There are some ladies that you will speak to them in such manner and they will not want to listen to you. Yes, despite the fact that they are your wives. And later now you say, oh, the wife is not being submissive and the wife is not. Now, like this is the start. So you people should learn the act of being, humble. Be humble to your wife. Not be everything. There are some things you don't need to talk too much. You just calmly talk to her. And ladies love it when a guy is being so calm, relaxed. Speak to me in a well-mannered way. I'm not you come and be speaking to me anyhow. It's a lot of things. Let's take more comments. A lot of people are talking about this. And yes, stunning look. Makeover said, someone said boy Corey. And Bookies 2025 said princess spies. Okay, Elizabeth said, who una they protect? All of us from Mbong. And Nelson said, well, I don't blame you. I blame women that find short men and small size men. God, I beg you. Waiting on concern short men and small men for this matter now. And she said, I mean, just say you can't possibly carry her up. I mean, with what exactly? Short, I beg now. See, it's not about being, you see, Nelson Jennifer is not saying a lot. It's not about being short. Even if you're short, it doesn't matter. What we are trying to say is that men should be humble to their wives, and the ladies should be submissive to their husbands. It's very, very important, because you cannot tell me that, oh, you want to talk to your lady and you speak to her anyway. Definitely, she will not be submissive to you. Yes, the only person that can be submissive to you, like you said, that the only person that needs your protection is someone that is submissive to you. Are you yourself, humble to the lady to speak to her in the right manner? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Okay, your lady wants to look good and she's wearing a heel, and you're like, oh, why is she wearing a heel? I told her not to wear the heel. And is that how to speak to her? You speak to her in a well-mannered way. You don't scold her outside. You don't speak to her wrongly. Even if you want to shout for her, not be outside, you're supposed to shout for her. There's a way to do all those things. I'm not supposed to be teaching you all these things. Men! All right. And enough of that. We're going to move over to our next story. And guess what? Our next story is about Lagos State has jailed 115 street beggars in enforcement operation. So the Lagos State authorities have arrested 115 street beggars during a recent enforcement operation aimed at clearing public space and maintaining order across the city. So the operation carried out by the Lagos State Task Force on Environmental and Public Safety targeted various parts of the state where street begging and related activities are prevalent, and reflecting the government's commitment to public safety and law enforcement. And in the same crackdown, 26 suspected members of the notorious Omotako group. Individuals reportedly involved in the public nuisance activities were arraigned and jailed by magistrate court in Oshodi after admitting their offences. So state officials emphasized that such measures are part of ongoing efforts to ensure compliance with Lagos laws and to create a more orderly and safe environment for residents. See, make we talk about this begging thing. It don't do too much. Just from yet, nobody is safe again. Like a lot of people, I can count how many beggars I'll see in the streets once I come out from my house. It's a lot in us, but this is where I'm coming from. A lot of people, we know that things are not really, so cozy and rosy for everybody. Nobody was born with a golden spoon. We get the fact that a lot of people are going through, monetary aspect, financial issues, and the rest of them. And money not today people hand now. People are trying to manage and the rest of them. But we understand, but this begging thing is now, people are now using it as a business. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The person that you saw today that is begging, okay, if you give this person a particular amount of money, that money will not be enough. You will still come back again. Do you get what I'm trying to say? To come and collect another one. And it seems that, they are now doing this business and it's like, they are okay with their life the way they want to be beggars and they want to keep collecting money from people. If you tell them now that you want to help these people now, okay, let me just help you with some amount of money so that you could start a business or something. No, it's just one day for rude. And that is where I come and I said, that is total, that one, I don't mark and bad. All these things, because I can count how many people you can just come out from the road. You go see all those small children. You will call the hand, auntie, give me money. I'm like, what is going on? If you give these people money now, tomorrow you go still see them again. As they don't catch them now, everybody body don't they come. All right, a lot of people don't come out talk their own experience concerning this begging thing, and it's a lot of things. So let's see what people have actually come out and our comment section are saying. And F Young Caesar said, Lekki street boy, them don't pack your colleagues. Hey, God, I beg you. When I don't, they mention people name. And I am Rooney said, yet beggars steal full Aja Bridge. Omotaku boys steal plenty for Aja. Just a few days ago, they dealt with a citizen because he had tire issues. Oh my God. And I am Odu Maru for real said, as you arrest them, go and make provisions for them. All right, yes, even as you are arresting them, that's your government. If people are carrying them, still make provisions for them, because a lot of people really need this help, because that is how to pull these people out of the streets. Because definitely they go still the streets if you don't still help them. Do you understand? Because every time I see all of them, I'm like, little children that are supposed to be in school will be on the street begging. It's a lot of things. And I asked this question, I said, these children are not supposed to be in school. Their mates are really learning, and no, they're streets, they beg. Even if you say you want to, a lot of them now really want to actually, they need that help. Seriously. So let's take more comments. A lot of people are talking about this. And somebody else said, the main beggar are the Aberu. Okay, Mini Candy said, arrest Aberus too. And Lagos Team Forum said, Omotaku be Aberu. Those ones need to be arrested massively. We have more comments. Let's take more and more comments from what people have actually come out to say concerning this. And Zappy Tech Plug said they should deport them to Ogun State Street. God, I beg you. And I am Harry West said misplaced priority. And Osuna Dade said, sir, please extend your hand of arrest to Aja access, especially for Omatakun. Then plenty like weary. Okay. And Edo State Furniture Man said, Rono. And Makao Sola said, more day mile 2, folks under bridge in Yana Eba. And come to think of it, all these places they are calling, there are a lot of them. You will see a lot of them on the streets. And we know right now that people are really going through a lot, but there should be measures that need to be taken, concerning these kind of things, concerning situations like this. They need to be helped out. If there are homes they could stay, if there are homes they could keep them, definitely let there be homes to keep them, to feed them. A lot of people find it difficult to get, food. Even with the little money they get, they can't actually, because they can't actually, use it. They can actually use it to, do a business or, get a business done. But no, they just want to be on the streets because they feel so comfortable about that as well. Let's take more comments. We have a lot of people talking about this. And Not Applicable said, they are still everywhere on the island. Coastal Road looks like homes for the homeless. Miscreants sleeping on the road at Boki village already gathering momentum again on that same road. Thugs working with police to assault motorists. Lagos state government is not ready for this project. All right, and another person said other civilized countries will take care of their citizens, while Nigeria will arrest and jail their citizens because they are on the streets begging. Only one, Rainan, said, where their president. All right. I don't think that's questions for that's only one right now. And Frame said a country that doesn't pay citizens money to her citizens is arresting beggars and physically challenged people without adequate provisions. And see, it's a lot. Actually, when I even saw the pictures of these people that have been arrested, and what came to my mind is, okay, if we give these people money, I think this is the measures they need to take, helping them, because definitely they are physically challenged and they can't even help themselves. Do you get? But come to think of it, if after helping these people and they are still on the streets, so what is now the essence of doing all these things? So first of all, I think they have to fix these things. They have to tell them, say, come on, I know the street again. Do you understand? Don't be on the street again, but let us help you if you want to be helped. But not because I feel that these measures they are taking right now is just the best for them, because they know the year what. If you still give them money or anything, they will still want to be on the street. We have more comments, and let's take more comments from people. And yes, somebody said the prison is overcrowded. Where will they put them? The government needs to start considering other options apart from prisons and fines. What about community service? Give them room and provisions, wares, and send them out with monitors on their hands or feet and guards to ensure they clean their community. We have to find a better way to handle this, or else we will be creating more problems while solving them. And Chris official said, if it's possible, make them stop Abere work. These days, they recruit them from children that are supposed to be in school while being on the road, jumping from one bus to another, collecting money from their masters. It's well, good move, everyone should. And Abdul Tif said, 3 months is too small though. And another person said they should start arresting those beggars at the airport with suit and tie. Almost them swear for those ones. Even right on the tarmac, you see them begging. Eric Anthony said, person they beg because we no create job, yet we arrest them and jail them for 3 months. And Mark Donald said, your team should also visit the coastal road towards Marawa and Jakande. They openly defecate and cause a whole lot of nuisance to motorists, especially when there is traffic. It's a lot of things. I just pray that, the whole thing will be fixed for these people. The physically challenged people would will be able to, get something doing for themselves and not being on the streets. And the little ones will go back to school and, stop being on the streets and begging. Yes, that's it for that. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll still have juicy talks to talk with you. And please don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
The voices of the people. Big up VOP TV.
My name is Su Ibifa Dokubo. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Hi, my name is Kwekumali. I am with the Voice of the People TV. Now, if you're looking for the veritable channel for information, politics, robust discussions, you don't need to go far. VOP has you. VOP will always have you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Patrick Diabwa, aka Ibani Chuka, Amayanabo the Eagle King, and you are watching VOP TV. Stay with us.
Awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour. Acide Hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
Good evening, Africa. My name is Bamakore, actor, model, producer, and I'm giving a big shout out to VOP TV, man. Keep watching. Don't change the dial. Thank you and God bless you.
My name is AY, and of course, I represent the voice of the people, and that's why I'm on VOP. AY say so.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Miriam Tima from the Real Housewives of Lagos and the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Africa. Shout out to VOP, the voice of the people. You already know. Stay tuned, keep watching. And don't forget, VOP is the best.
All right, hello, I'm about to shag the man fine back with Melanie Poppy Black Skin Boy. This is VOP TV. If you're not watching VOP, I don't know why you're watching. Maybe you're watching your weight.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Wale Ojo, and you're watching VOP, Voice of the People.
Hi, guys. You already know who it is. This is New Energy. Flyers boy ever live. Keep watching VOP TV. Thank you.
Hi, people. Ginny Albano here. Guys, please keep watching Voice of the People.
And welcome back to you, my beautiful people, to the show Spotlight. And yes, it's on VOP TV. And I'm sure that you have not forgotten that I'm your special baby girl, Precious Akubaru, aka Call Me Prezi. And we've been talking about a lot of things, and I'm sure you are excited about those ones we're about to drop right now, because our next gist is about a Ghanaian man living in Denmark was reportedly found dead after learning through a DNA test that the 4 children he had raised were biologically not his. And social media has actually, online platforms, including a lot of us, has widely circulated the story describing the man as devastated by the revelation. So my question is, why do I always get this kind of, this kind of stories all the time? We're still talking about this DNA thing, DNA that. A lot of people, some ladies, I need to start putting this thing down. Like, ladies have to start having this respect and out of shame, no shame. How would you want to keep a man like that? Like, you have to go outside, have babies, and not let your husband know? It's terrible. It's terrible. Now see, inflicting pain on somebody's son. He has not gone to kill himself because of, he found out that the 4 children he had was never his. It's really terrible how ladies do some things, and I always talk about this all the time. I said, if relationship where you date or marriage where you date, just get peace of mind, and definitely you're supposed to see all those red signs. Say no, this person not before you, but no, you will decide to stay inside marriages like that. I'm not basically talking about you. I'm talking about both the men too. Yes, because they also face abuse too. This is a lot. A lot of people don't come out talk plenty things about the man. We don't go by himself because the 4 children saying do DNA, and the 4 children where the wife will give him say no be in own. So because of that, a lot of people have actually come out to say things concerning this. Let's take some comments and see what people have actually come out to say. And Onyinye Ogochukwu said, so many men have fertility issues. How can you live with your wife and none of them children is yours? Like how? Now, okay, Onyinye Ogochukwu, are you now blaming the man? I think it's better that the man is supposed to know, right? Because why would you want to be cheating in a marriage that you are in a marriage and you're cheating with your husband? It's crazy. You get? So you're not trying to say that, you're blaming the man for having fertility issues. If he has fertility issues, is it not best that the both of you will know and work towards that and help yourself than cheating? Anything way bad. And no just they paint and no try paint and good or anything. Anything that is bad is bad. All right, and Pataya said he leave Nigeria, go Ghana. Go to bed, go. And another person said everyone is polygamous in nature. Just pray to marry an upright partner. Just know that marriage ought to be nurtured by both partners. Any form of neglect, both emotional and financial, can lead to such devastating outcomes. Make una they fear God. Seriously, it's really painful. come to think of it, like you have 4 children, and you've been nurturing them, you've been taking them to school, you pay for their school fees, you've been training these children that are not yours. And when they are now grown, to some extent, you will now try and go and do DNA. You will now find out that, oh, the kids where you don't born, no be your own. It's disheartening, it's painful. But if you ask me, what I was saying, now make that man just keep quiet. As the children, make it just they train the children, because definitely those children are his, and they've grown up to know that he is the father. They've grown up to know that, they see the man as the father. So that one, when you won't come, they say you won't go kill yourself. I don't even support that one. Do you understand? Because I don't support the fact that because say he don't notice, say he don't do DNA test, and them definitely the 4 children when he gets no being own. No mean saying go by himself. Actually, that one ain't bad pass. Because why you go kill yourself for waiting? Let's take more comments. A lot of people are talking about this. And yes, somebody said now she will move in with their real dad. So he lost both and alive. Just know suicide is not an option, actually. And Prank Hottie said, how can a woman be this wicked? He loved and trained strangers and provided for the wife for 19 years. Or more, bust my head. And Joy Isaac said, this is so sad. Don't ever do this. And that to a man that loves you wholeheartedly, never even hurt a being that loves you. Actually, this is really painful. Some men are really, really caring fathers, and they are right there to, take care of their children, do all those things for their child. And you come in as a lady to say that, 19 years of our lives, 19 years in our marriage, the children are not yours. It's crazy. I wouldn't even expect the man to take that. A lot of people can't even take that kind of thing. And this is where the thing has led the man to do. It's well. Just know that say blood don't stay in your hand as a woman. I'm telling you, because you followed, you participated in killing him. I'm telling you. Let's take more comments. A lot of people are still talking about this. And yes, somebody said DNA test should be a must before insurance or birth certificate. And somebody said paternity deception should come with a jail term. And I am Christina said, thank God she's Ghanaian, not Nigeria. We for hear another one. I thought other African countries' women are better than Nigerian women. And another person said, I am Kingston said, DNA is a must. It's nothing to do with trust. And Ada Ikwere said, men, this is why I advise that you mustn't seek permission from your wife to do a DNA. Don't do it once the child is born to avoid story that touches not one, but whole kids, not even one is his. I hope the woman gets punished for this. Actually, let's take more comments. A lot of people are talking about this. And Amanda Chisom said, do DNA at birth. Any woman telling you it means you don't trust her in Johnson. And even me, that is a woman will do DNA before they swap my baby. How can anybody be this mean? And Obianuju said, if you can do DNA test, then you men should get yourself tested for sperm count. Okay, majority of una they shout DNA is a must, as if una sperm they active. All right, at Obianuju, I think these are measures that has to be taken. A lot of people get married to the fact that, I just want to get married, and put a lot of things in. They don't put a lot of things in check. A lot of people don't go do the genotype. They don't get to go to the hospital, check themselves if they're okay or fit to get married. Do you get? Somebody go there, they marry AS go home, they marry AS. It's crazy. All these things has to be put in check. You don't just come out one day and say, I want to get married. Yes, you will get married, but you have to put all these things in place. Go for health check. Very, very important. You can't just come out one day and say, okay, because this person don't accept me as in wife, as in husband, you just won't go do marriage like that. That is not the way it is. All these things has to be put in check. If it's what you can stay in the marriage and say, because say my husband no fit give me children, definitely we trust in God that it is now left for your choice than putting a man in such position and then telling him that after 19 years, not even saying 2 or 3 years, 19 whole years of his life. Now in content, open up, say the pikin, say all the children where you don't born for him, say none of them being children. How do you expect the man to feel? Actually. Let's take more comments. A lot of people are talking about this, and we have more and more comments and let's see what more people have actually come out to say concerning this. And yes, another person said, do a DNA test, DNA at birth, or any woman telling you it means you don't trust her. Okay, and another person said, I'm still finding it hard to process such extreme paternity fraud. How would all of the children not be yours? Maybe the man gets... All right, and we have more comments. And yes, Wetcraft said, who come lose now? The man just cry and move on. I still chose life over the biggest betrayal. And another person said, honestly, paternity fraud should be treated as a felony and a criminal offense. And another person said, for children, what if there was an error somewhere? And Yusuf Rai said, don't let anyone gaslight you. A DNA test is a must. And Onyinye Ogochukwu says, so many men have fertility issues. How can you live with your wife and none of the children is yours? Like, how? It's a lot of things. I just feel that, killing yourself or suicide is never an option. If you've been in that position where, okay, you don't already go do tests, all those kind of things that happen, definitely. I go still say make you carry that child as your own, definitely, because the children has grown up to see you as your father, actually. But you need to, tell the woman and let the woman know that, see, waiting this you say you don't already know. But, killing yourself is out of it. All right, and yes, that takes us to our next gist. And next, we're talking about a 20-year-old student, Suleiman Rahama Onono, at the Federal College of Education, Okene, was found dead in a bush in Ika Adugo area along the Okene-Lokoja Highway after being reported missing on January 24, 2026. Her family and alongside security operatives had been searching for her for several days before lifeless body was discovered, sparking widespread concern among local residents and the student community. So authorities have taken her body to the morgue for autopsy and preservation as investigations continue. So this is where I still bring up this thing that a lot of us, some ladies don't, we have to be careful. I don't know, like, we have to be really careful now. I'm not saying this basically for ladies or anything, but everybody has to be very careful. Where you go to, please let people know. Yes. If you're going to see somebody, I think you should let people know. You don't just go out like that. And a lot of things are happening like that, and nobody cares. So you have to be very careful. We've marked a lot of deaths since this 2026, and it's crazy. A lot of people are going every blessed day. And not be saying, they hear them. They hear them, but you just don't want to you don't want to listen. It's a lot of things, and this is really, really sad. And I just pray that God gives the family the strength to bear this loss, because it's a lot of things. I just feel that how would you, be in such positions? And a lot of people I've seen stories where ladies, go for, basically you might be going for a business, you might be going for a job, and, something might happen. But just try to let somebody know so that they will not say where they go, oh, okay, they go this place. Make person know say they come out. No, you will just come out like that. You don't even tell anybody. How do you now want them people to find you if you get missing? It's a lot of things. Let's take comments and see what people have actually come out to say concerning this young lady. And yes, somebody said, this is very heartbreaking. And ladies, we need to be very, very careful. And somebody said, you see how you put her face boldly here? That's how corporate and government criminals need to be treated. And another person said, what day? All right, people still they do this kind of thing for 2026. All right, and Legendary said, may the preparators never escape karma if you are money and centered as a girl. Accepting the relationship is dependent on who spends on you and other characters you already know that will make you predisposed and easily targeted by ritualists, organ harvesters, and diseased from them. We have more comments. Let's see more. And the RC Luxury said, Jesus. And Olowo said, I really wish some of my schoolgirls learn from this. And DL Toro said, this is so sad. Yeah, Allah protect and guide us from our enemies. And Super Care of Nigeria said, God. And another person said, this year just started now. Lord, protect your children. We have more comments. Let's take more and more comments. And Big Jasper J said, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves and lovers of money. All right, Duke Power says, it shall never be well with the culprit. You will pray for that and you won't find it. All your loved ones will suffer the greatest pain of life. You will suffer to you, okay? And I am fresh, he said, them Babaluku boys. Okay, money where you know fit get past common government on. All right, when Rinze said, public police should rein in some of these native doctors because they are the cause of this gruesome death. And Kenny Hassan said, waiting on us still believe in those juju wey no go give you Davido clock money. When I go just waste this innocent girl is unfair. God will punish anybody who gets hand in her death by the grace of God. And another person said, can IG introduce a dislike button for posts like this? And Miss Chidel said, at this rate, it's hard to be a girl because the hate on our gender is too much. And the Fooding Network said, these wicked people should have been eradicated from our society. Ritual killings have lingered for too long. And another person said, how do these evil people sleep? Like how? It's a lot of things. This is also bringing the awareness that you people should be careful. If you're going out, if you're doing anything, please let somebody know. It is very important. Don't feel that, oh, because you are now big, I cannot tell anybody where I'm going to. No, because anything where you go still come out from that thing, you go use your head, carry on. So be very, very careful where you're going to. Always let somebody know. And yes, this is where we draw the curtain. Thank you so much for staying with us on the Spotlight Show. And remember, if you are going viral or going global, please tell your stories with heart. And yes, subscribe to our channels for more exciting episodes and updates. And until next time, I am Precious Agumano, aka Call Me Prezi. See you next time. Bye.
VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education